Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, the player Nuno Mendes.
Messi! Goal! Cruzeiro! And the game springs instantly to life.
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Pedri. Taken back almost at once. Alexander-Arnold. Pedri. Mbappe is onto this. And it's Rice. And here's Mbappe.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Fermin. Messi. It's Kimmich. And it's Neymar. Maldini. Cucurella. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Fermin. And this is Messi. Good ball, good take. Maldini pulls off an exemplary piece of defence. Oh, shooting chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Cruzeiro with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Terrific effort! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And now a sudden chance to counter. Chance! And that's a good finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Van Dijk gets it away. It's a really well-measured ball, and he whips it across. Sagan Tosu have their second corner now. He leaps for it! Oh, crossbar! No, just not quite.
Rijkaard must have been hit by a flash of doubt then. He complicated what looked like an easy opportunity.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And here's Mbappe. Kimmich. Now it's Yamal. That is good alertness. Casemiro tidy with his distribution. Rice. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Mendes. Lopez. Rice. Pedri. Rijkaard. And it's Pedri. Now it's Mbappe. Dani Olmo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made
the most accurate pass. Rice, nicely spread. Dani Olmo, and the shot! And he hits the net! And the game is well and truly turned on its head! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Oh, important interception. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Sagan Tosu clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now this could be a chance. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Sagan Tosu heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Rice. And the through ball. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Nuno Mendes. Fermin might just make this. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that's clear-cut. It's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And it's Olmo. Tries one from range!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi. Elise does have his name on the score sheet, of course.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Threads one in. Kimmich. Fermin. And the counter is on. Maldini spots it and intercepts. Elise. Can he get on the end of this?
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Good read, needed to be. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Sagan Tosu are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break.
Substituição no time do Cruzeiro. Camisa 10.
So the action resumes.
Para a entrada do jogador, camisa 7.
Van Dijk. Kimmich. Alexander-Arnold. He's on it, can he get away? And that could set him on his way. Cucurella. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Dani Olmo. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Neymar. He's being urged to shoot. And that is exemplary defending.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Oh no, what has happened here? Cruzeiro appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Chance, surely! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Mbappe really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Yamal. Cucurella cuts out the pass. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Elise. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, that's well done. Really robust. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's made its way. Real chance! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Sagantosu have their third corner. Van Dijk getting this one clear. This looks promising. And the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Cucurella. He's a sharp little ball here. Crosses in. Chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Pedri is offering a right smile there.
Knocks it into space. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth chance! And he's stuck it away. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Sagantosu now in a position far more desirable.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Ball is over the line.
Substituição.
Sagantosu have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Kimmich. Sagantosu still have the cards to affect this game. Neymar. Fermin. Played out to the left flank. Tries to pass it through. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he's whipped it across. Takes a shot! It's Neymar! Neymar! What about that one? A finish right from the top draw. Right back in the game. He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Substituição no time do Cruzeiro.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Just 1 in it now.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Casemiro. And that is a little undercooked. Pinches it off him. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Camavinga, picked out brilliantly, tries a shot! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
It's their second corner of the game. He's there to head it! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Desperate defending required here.
Cruzeiro really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Gives it back. Now that looks a decent ball. Sagantosu, moments now away from seeing this one out. In towards the towering header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Now it's Yamal. This is a promising build-up. Yamal shoots! And it's in! And right near the end, we have parity. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to...
He's rising! No, couldn't quite control it.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
That's it, the referee says enough. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Pedri, and here's Mbappe.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Baggio. Oh, that's fabulous. Decent chance! It's hit the upright. And that was struck with genuine force.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing, having...
And Sola! Rice. Cucurella. Rice. Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Dani Olmo! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Can he get it through?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
And he shoots! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And it's Thuram. De Rossi can so cleverly bypass the press. Still goalless at the moment. Now it's Rice. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe is onto this. And the shot! He's delivered all right! That was a given. It always was.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Sagantosu are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Now it's Dani Olmo. Space for him to turn and look. Now it's Dani Olmo. He's rising! Oh, it rattles the bar! Well, there's the clearance. Rice. And there's the shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Thuram. Threads one in. Looking to play him in. And a chance! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is here. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful.
Messi!
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Rice, and it's Pedri. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, well played. Dani Olmo for Olise. Nicely shaped ball. And he's intervened well there. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Sagantosu with the corner, there first. Neymar with the clearance. And that's been won straight back. And here's Mbappe. He is through here. Vieira has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Brazil really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Neymar with the short one. Neymar battered in a wide position. Oh, good effort! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Ambitious ball here. Didn't quite work for him. And he's quick to get rid. Rice. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Sagantosu, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Dani Olmo. Mbappe! Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And it's Cucurella. Approaching the half-hour mark. Messi carries the ball down the right. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he was quick to react. Neymar, who is rarely short on confidence. Dani Olmo. Oh, can he get onto this?
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Thuram. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Maldini. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Mbappe. Pass is just off target. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Sagan Tosu clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was...
Olise! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Maldini. Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Vieira. And it's Maldini. Olise. Rice. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Beckenbauer. And it's Rice.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Pedri. Dani Olmo. That's it, 45 minutes up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So neither side has found a way through yet.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. That gets us going once more. So the first half brought no goals.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Rijkaard. Dani Olmo. And that interception was most necessary. Cucurella cuts it out. Dani Olmo. Rice. Now it's Olise. Always onto this. Thuram. And it's with the keeper. Schmeichel, the type of keeper who instills great confidence in his back line. To Maldini. Pinches it off him. He's through here. Oh, tries a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. That has not gone well. Oh, good-looking ball. Short changes him with that pass. It is a corner.
Substituição em andamento.
Sagan Tosu have their second corner now. And they've got rid. They're back in possession and ready to go again. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And here's Mbappe. Neymar. Deftly away. Sagan Tosu have their third corner. Vieira can get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And he cuts out the supply. Khan sends that a long way. And the through ball. He's going for goal! And he should have made them pay.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's got away, and he's cut it out. Towards the flank. Now it's Cruyff. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Teremos uma substituição.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Could be danger here. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So we have movement on both benches.
Neymar, camisa 22, camisa 7, deixando o campo para a entrada de
Engages and forces him off the ball.
Camisa 16.
Cucurella is one whose deliveries we all know about. Nicely weighted ball. Totti. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, that's a key interception.
Brazil clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Marquez makes the interception. Cucurella tries to play it through. This is Batistuta. Totti, shot at goal! Dani Olmo.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Dani Olmo making good progress on the right-hand side. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's De Rossi. Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Brazil have got it back and they'll have another go. Into the last 5 minutes.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Thuram. Oh, nice touch. Now it's Messi. And that's been intercepted. Now that's well seen too. Neymar. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Neymar. Batistuta. And he's managed to get free. It's a promising position. Lofted in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that has left him in a heap. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. He's found a way through. Brilliantly cut out. Rijkaard. The shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the out
Sucesso, irmão, desiste de Live não.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, the versatility of Nico Williams has been hugely impressive. I think, Peter, he's just as good on either side of the pitch, and he has a footballing brain that seems to allow him to work things out with ease. And I think it's been suggested at times that he could play further up the pitch, but I think as a fullback, having the space to run into, I think to take away that from his game would be criminal.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Maldini does well to get it back. And he's intervened well there. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Probing pass. Pass somewhat off target. Rice. Now it's Rashford. Now it's Williams. That looks a good ball through. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Chiellini. Both sides exercising caution for now. Threads one in. Mbappe looking to receive it in space. And here's Mbappe. Another throw-in. Position. Oh, good climb! It's in! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Number 25.
Sagan Tosu finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Williams has crossed into them. Terrific effort! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Rodri.
Sagan Tosu really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Well, that has not gone well. Little pass back. Looking tidy in possession here. Cruyff! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Sagan Tosu are looking to go forward now. Cruyff running at top gear. Cruyff stood his ground strongly. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Williams. Crosses it in. Khan claims it without any fuss. That is good alertness. And he's in on goal. Juve chasing after it. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Chiellini. Somalia have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Now it's Mbappe. Williams. Oh, there's a probing ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Rodri. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo touches it back. And here's Dani Olmo. Cucurella is onto this. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And again! Good stop. And he's stuck it away. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executes. Inzaghi! He is world-class! Pippo Inzaghi! He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Somalia with the lead. Chiellini cuts it out. Mbappe. Mbappe making a dash for it. Takes the shot! And that's off target.
Somalia really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
There will be 3 minutes.
Mbappe is onto it in a flash. And he's been shifted off it. We are into overtime. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that brings the first half to a close. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Substitutions taking place.
So the action resumes.
Sagan Tosu really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Sagan Tosu needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Pinches it off him. Now it's Rashford. Now it's Neymar. Spread it left. And he's quick to return it. Mbappe is herring after that one. And it's Rice. Sagan Tosu, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Rice. Dani Olmo. Oh, no joy this time. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that. Now he's got space here. Great ball if he can get there. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Sagan Tosu clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Gets a good foot in there. It's a pretty loose pass. So we've reached the hour mark. Oh, super find. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular.
Sagan Tosu may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Not the most accurate pass. Oh, Red, nice interception. Now it's Dani Olmo. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Rodri. Cafu. It's a good run down the right. Drives it in. Keeper has taken decisive action. Sagan Tosu do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And here's Mbappe. Rice. And Neymar. Oh, perfectly measured that. Mbappe! Mbappe! It's a goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Number 20.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Maldini wins the duel this time. Now it's Bojan. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Marquinhos spots it and intercepts. Aimed beyond the defence. Quality ball. Now it's Neymar. And here's Bojan. Totti finding himself in space. And it's Gerrard. And this is Neymar.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way through. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Big chance! And that is wildly off target.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Salve.
That is ended up in no man's land. No, that's been intercepted. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Sagan Tosu clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, that's a key interception. Palmer in with the challenge. Messi.
There will be
Mbappe.
one added time.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he is going into that little black book. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Into the arms of the goalkeeper. And there goes the final whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or...
Shevchenko! And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Threads one in, and this is Drogba. It's Drogba! They want to be quick to recover this.
Will simply...
Could be danger here. Baresi does really well to win the ball there. Eze, and here's Drogba. Drogba! And that was too close for comfort.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Now it's Torres. And here's Drogba. Over to the right flank. He's got away. Cross into the box. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Drogba. And he's been shifted off it. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's managed to get for it. And Shevchenko! Oh, crossbar! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay onside.
And he cuts out the supply. And this is Torres. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Spread out to the left. Pedri tries to pass it through. There's the shot! Goal! Santos! And Santos take the lead. Oh, that is tidy. It is a picture-book goal.
Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter, to see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
He's having a shot! And that's a good finish. They are purring, truly purring. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Dani Olmo! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing...
He's going for goal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
He's gone for goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
Bellingham really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Sagantosu with the corner, there first. Oh, it's come loose. He's having a pop!
Deixei o Likezão aqui.
Wonderful from Rijkaard! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Right back in the game! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Rijkaard really has looked sharp, hasn't he? I get the feeling he fancies himself against this defence now.
Tamo junto.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Now it's Eze, and he's had it nicked away. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Might want to be careful there.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And no surprise, that's a booking. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. It's anyone's ball now. And no, that was never going to make it. Torres is onto this. Conte. And it's Messi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Bellingham. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Sagantosu clearly didn't help.
And Torres! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Sagantosu have their second corner now. That has been knocked clear. And again! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Conte. Eze has created one goal already. And this is Torres. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And this is Torres. That is ended up in no man's land. Corner number 3 coming up.
TMJ sempre.
Roberto Carlos tries to clear. Santos have the chance to go the other way. Beckenbauer demonstrating his defensive quality there. And it's Drogba. Looking to play him in. Messi providing an outlet on that flank.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Now this could be... And a shot! And there's a goal! And this is getting better and better. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, he's playing innocent. He has every reason to. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card and he walks. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substitution on the field. Number 25, Rice. Number 7, Shevchenko. Number 3, Bellingham. Number 14, Danny Olmo. Coming on the field.
Oh, it rattles the bar. Oh, it's hit the frame of the goal again.
Neymar. Number 10, Messi. Number 18.
And this could be the final action of the first half.
There will be 3 minutes at a time. Substitution on the field. Number 20, Fernando Torres. Coming on to replace him is...
Here's the header! And he's kept it out. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
There's the header! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Santos really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Now it's Messi. Neymar. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
We are glad to inform you that today's match day programs are available from stands located by the gates. I'm sure they will
We get things going again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Eze. Oh, they could break here. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Drogba. Now the delivery. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Messi running with intent. And he's intervened well there. Pedri. Oh, nicely intercepted. Bebeto. Messi. And Messi! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
No, didn't quite have the weight on it. Pedri, looking to pass their way up the pitch.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Now it's Drogba. Oh, that was vital. And he's quick to get rid. Almost an hour gone. And this is Messi. Messi! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Rijkaard, given the lift of his goal. Well timed, excellent interception. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And Messi! Gerrard. Looking for options for movement. Roberto Carlos cuts it out. Costa Curta. Messi. Pedri. Now it's Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Messi. He's found a way through. Messi. Not the most accurate pass. And the finish! Tries one from range. Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Santos really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Neymar. Kante makes the interception. Neymar. Now it's Messi. And it's Pedri. And it's Messi. Eze. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, perfectly measured that. Cucurella. Nicely weighted ball. Sagantosu needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now it's Neymar. Eze. Beckenbauer pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Looking for the run. Pedri. Now it's Neymar. Gerrard. And he's certainly onside here. The ball has bounced loose. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, brilliant save under real pressure. Conte. Can he get it through? And it's made its way. Bebeto! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Substitutions taking place.
Santos are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Pass somewhat off target. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. It's Neymar! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution. Takes a shot! He's got a goal! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Minutes has been indicated.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Chance, surely! And it's in! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
That's the end. Sagan Tosu cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Red and white everywhere you look. The atmosphere created by the folk of Porto Alegre, providing a real celebratory assault on the senses. It is a unique part, this, of Brazil's southern coast, and the appreciation of the game here is pretty much universal. So we're very much on the way now. Well, here's a guy who's come as close as you can to perfecting the game, though his demeanour could barely be more modest. He really is every bit the anti-Galactico.
Yeah, and you wouldn't think that he's one of the great all-time midfielders until you actually see what he does on the pitch. Royalty.
Andres Iniesta. Few do it better than him. Some say nobody has done it better than him. Messi! wide, but only just.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Long ball looking to counter. Now it's Bellingham. It's played through for him. That's a shade optimistic. Can he get it through? It's Rashford! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Rashford really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Yamal, and this is Messi. Now the ball's gone astray. And here's Yamal. He's Yamal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Internacional with the corner, there first. Iniesta goes short, shoots! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Internacional have their second corner now, and it's been taken short. Sagantosu have the chance to go the other way. Oh, he's on his own! Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Referee has just said play on. Tries to play it through. And this is Messi. Messi, and he shoots! Goal! Internacional! And it's Internacional who take the lead. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Internacional are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Messi, oh, now he can run away with it. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. This looks promising. It's Rashford! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence.
Sagantosu really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And here's Rashford. Oh, easy pickings there. He's having a hit! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up. Madueke tries to clear. Rice. Here. Bellingham! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Now, can they get him away? Love Yamal! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! A finish of true class! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
And Messi! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Great chance here from position A1. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Messi! Messi! Genius! About as smooth as it gets. And they're threatening to fly away here. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Internacional find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Flashes it across. Yamal is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. And it's Zanetti. Cucurella. Quality ball. Nicely weighted ball. Iniesta. Great vision. It's a pretty loose pass. Cucurella.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Showing great feet there. Maldini pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Scholes. Oh, he's burst through. Now it's Rashford. Rice. Rashford. And they win it back again. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Senhoras e senhores, é hora do nosso sorteio especial. Por favor, peguem os bilhetes que vocês receberam na entrada.
And here is the first touch of the second half. 45 minutes to change their fate. Gerrard wants to run onto this. Oh, that's fabulous. The cross. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And that has put paid to that. Scholes. Passing is crisp and sharp. Dani Olmo. And it's Rice. Not the most accurate pass. Yamal. He is through here. Yamal! Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
He'll fancy himself from here. It's a testing moment, this. He has to stop it this time. Messi! Always going over the top. Cucurella has a look and plays it forward. Can he get on the end of this? Now there's a great chance! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Messi completely showed too much of that to the keeper, and he'll be kicking himself for it.
Teremos uma substituição.
So, third corner of the game. Iniesta plays it short. Big chance! Keeper's got his work done.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Internacional get their fourth corner.
Was that the first?
Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that's a waste.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Cucurella.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And this is Bojan. Bojan Krkic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That has not gone well. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Scholes. Beckenbauer. Scholes.
Público presente na
Pass is
partida
just
de
off
hoje.
target. Almost an hour gone.
61.052 espectadores.
And this is Bojan. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. Sagan Tosu are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Substituição.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Sagan Tosu are making a change after this. And Bojan! And the keeper can swallow it up.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Some front-footed pressing going on here. Rice. And he skips past his man. Rijkaard.
Internacional couldn't really be more watertight in midfield.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Maldini has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm. He is therefore off. Tosu have opted to make another change here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
And that's off target.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
Messi might just make this. Messi gets on his bike and on the move. Iniesta. Can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! They are playing them off the park. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Internacional are at the peak of... And the shots! And he couldn't keep it down.
Internacional certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Lofted upfield. And here's Yamal. He's beaten the last man. Yamal! Against the crossbar. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Yamal. Oh, that's nice. Scholes. Scholes! Takes the shot! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bojan. Piqué calmly anticipates. And here's Messi. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And this is Messi. Totti. Piqué kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Sagan Tosu really have been second best here. Second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And this is Messi. That is good alertness. Now it's Bojan. No, that's been intercepted. Yamal has found the net here, of course. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And he's intervened well there. And the counter is on. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. That is ended up in no man's land. Totti. Bojan. That's been cut out, well played. Iniesta. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And he's managed to get free. Chance! Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.